question is such an amazing question because it essentially is saying, this God that you Christians say is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-hearing, that is kind of creepy, isn't it? That's more like a KGB agent than God, right? So is God sort of like this creepy Russian spy, or is there something else going on here? And I think if we're trying to really engage with this question, answer this question in a way that makes sense, we actually need to start with a simple question: who is this God, right? Is he some sort of vague superpower, like a Star Wars God kind of thing? Or is he someone different? And of course, the best place to turn to is actually the Bible to answer this question, right? You know what is amazing is that there are so many different names for God in the Bible, but one of my favorite names, one of the names that Jesus is using a lot is the name Father. He says he's the Son, and he came to tell us about the Father. And when he's teaching people to pray, he says, pray like this, say, Father. Our Father in heaven. And if you look at the original word, it's actually not just Father, it's Daddy. He says, come to me and say, Daddy, my Daddy in heaven, hallowed be your name. And so, and on it goes, and it kind of helps us understand that when we come to God, we come to him as to our Father. And when he tells us that he cares about the way we live our lives, it's not that sort of creepy nosiness or something like that. It's not that he wants to build walls around us and not let us enjoy our lives. It actually says right there on that wall that he has come to give us life, that we might have life abundantly. Second thing is the question, well, who are we in this entire context, right? If he's the Father, then we are the children, right? We're the children, and I don't know, there are a few people here who have children. You probably take care of your children because you love them, you care for them. Think of your parents. You don't think it's creepy if they tell you, to wear a sweater in the morning because it's cold, right? Although it might be annoying sometimes, but in Russia we say, just to make my mother angry, won't wear the hat and will freeze my ears off if I go into the Russian winter on my own. Well, that is kind of stupid, right? We do stupid things hurt us. But actually, sometimes we do stupid things and they don't just hurt us, they hurt those around us. And I think this is the third reason we should really take care of the way we answer this question. We should realize that the choices we make influence people around us. And when God tells us that he actually cares about the way we live our lives, he wants us to live lives in such a way that wouldn't hurt us, but also wouldn't hurt others around us. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is by an old poet named Jeremiah, where he says that God is the one who has put before us a choice, life or death. And then through that mouthpiece, through this poetic word, he says that God is asking us, God is begging us to choose life. You see, he's not forcing you to choose it, but he's begging you, he's asking you to choose life. And when Jesus comes, and when he tells you that he's the way, he's the truth, he's the life, he says, come, walk with me, explore me. Come, explore what it means to know the truth in the person of Jesus. Finally, come, know me, have life, have it to the fullest. That's kind of cool, isn't it?